It was just another bustling afternoon at Los Angeles International Airport. Thousands of travelers crisscrossed the terminals, faces blurring into one another under the hum of fluorescent lights and endless announcements. But one face stood out that day, 30-year-old Hannah Kobayashi from Maui. She had just touched down from Hawaii, en route to New York City. Her trip was carefully planned, flights booked, hotel confirmed, and an itinerary ready. But something changed. Hours after landing, Hannah disappeared without a trace. No checked-in bags, no boarding pass scanned, nothing. She simply vanished. And then, as if the case wasn't strange enough, someone eerily resembling Hannah was seen wandering the same airport. A woman with the same walk, same profile, same long dark hair. Had Hannah returned? Or was it someone else entirely? Someone wearing her identity? Hannah's arrival and strange behavior. Hannah Kobayashi wasn't a reckless traveler. She was organized, independent, responsible. Family and friends describe her as grounded, ambitious, and deeply connected to her loved ones in Hawaii. On November 8, 2024, she boarded a flight from Maui to Los Angeles, her final destination, New York City, where she had planned to attend an event and do some personal sightseeing. According to boarding records, her first leg was uneventful. She arrived at LAX around 11 o'clock a.m. Surveillance confirmed her presence in Terminal 4. She was seen pulling her wheeled carry-on, wearing a tan jacket, blue jeans, and sneakers. She looked like any other traveler, calm, alert, with no visible signs of distress. But within hours, something changed. Messages from nowhere. That afternoon, Hannah's family began receiving text messages. They were confusing, erratic, and didn't sound like her. The first read, "Someone is trying to steal my identity. They're following me." Then came another, "Everything's changing. I had a spiritual awakening. I've been intercepted." The messages didn't stop there. In total, 5 texts were sent, each one more cryptic than the last. They spoke of spiritual shifts, a sudden clarity, and something about walking into the void. Her brother Evan immediately felt something was wrong. He knew his sister wasn't someone prone to delusions or dramatic episodes. Something, or someone, had shaken her. They tried calling her. No answer. By 4 o'clock p.m., her phone had been switched off. The last ping from her device came from LAX. She never checked in for her connecting flight. A father's worst nightmare. Back in Hawaii, Hannah's parents were in shock. Her father, Ryan Kobayashi, didn't hesitate. Within 48 hours, he was on a plane to Los Angeles. Posters with Hannah's face were soon plastered across terminals, bus stops, and cafes. The family launched a GoFundMe, hired a private investigator, and worked with LAPD, but leads were scarce. Surveillance showed Hannah leaving the terminal alone, but then nothing. No hotel check-in, no credit card activity, no social media logins, just silence. The media began reporting the case, focusing on the strange texts and the fact that a woman could vanish in one of the most monitored airports in the world. Conspiracies exploded online. Some theorized kidnapping, others suggested human trafficking. But the Kobayashis refused to give up hope. Ryan stood outside LAX for hours every day, holding a cardboard sign with his daughter's face. He handed out flyers to tourists and locals. People remember him as soft-spoken, kind, but clearly weighed down by grief. Then, just 2 weeks into the search, tragedy struck again. On November 22nd, Ryan Kobayashi died by suicide. In his final message, he wrote, "I couldn't save her. I'm sorry." The loss of Ryan devastated the family and ignited more urgency. His daughter was still missing. The doppelgänger. 3 days after Ryan's death, a woman captured a blurry video on her phone while sitting at Gate 52B in Terminal 5. The clip showed a woman pacing near a vending machine. She looked familiar. The woman who filmed it had no idea what she'd stumbled upon. But later that night, after watching a news story about Hannah's disappearance, she uploaded the footage and tagged Hannah's family. Everyone who saw it had the same reaction. The woman looked exactly like Hannah. The same height, same walk, same hairstyle. But the woman didn't seem distressed. She wasn't hiding. She walked with purpose. Was it Hannah or someone else? Some believed it was her, that she had chosen to disappear, maybe due to a mental health crisis. Others insisted it couldn't be. The nose looked slightly different. Her posture was stiffer. Was it a coincidence, a cruel prank, or something more chilling, someone pretending to be Hannah? The LAPD reviewed the footage but offered no conclusions. Officially, Hannah was still missing. A shocking development. Then came a twist. In January 2025, nearly 2 months after her disappearance, a Greyhound bus driver in San Diego claimed to have seen Hannah. She had boarded a bus bound for Tijuana, Mexico, alone, paid in cash. According to the driver, she kept her hood up but spoke fluently in English and seemed coherent. Authorities reviewed border footage, and sure enough, a woman matching Hannah's description crossed into Mexico on foot. But here's the strange part. She didn't use her passport. The crossing point was informal, typically used by locals and undocumented migrants. Whoever she was, she didn't want to be found. At this point, LAPD closed the active investigation and reclassified Hannah's case as a voluntary missing person. This infuriated the family. How could they be so sure she wasn't in danger? The case faded from headlines, but the Kobayashis never stopped looking. She returns, sort of. In March 2025, an Instagram post appeared under Hannah's official account. The caption read, "Thank you to everyone who searched for me. I'm safe. I'm working through things. Please respect my privacy." It was unsigned, no video, no photos. But the post had location data pinging from Oaxaca, Mexico. Was it really her? The family reached out, but received no response. Then Hannah herself posted a story weeks later saying, "I know who I am. I know my truth. One day, I'll explain everything." She has remained silent ever since. No interviews, no updates, no confirmed sightings. Theories and questions. The internet hasn't stopped speculating. Was Hannah experiencing a psychotic break or mental health episode? Was she manipulated or coerced by someone she met at LAX? Was she a victim of identity theft or an intentional vanishing act? Some believe she escaped a cult. Others think she planned it all. But here's what makes this case so chilling. 1. The texts. They weren't gibberish. They were coherent but unsettling. The look-alike. What are the odds someone with her exact appearance would show up days later at the same airport? Her father's death, a man consumed with searching for his daughter, only to die without closure. To this day, no one truly knows why Hannah disappeared or why she resurfaced.
The family of the woman missing from Maui, Hannah Kobayashi, has released a statement saying she has been found safe. Eyewitness News has learned the family has spoken to her. They released no other details except to ask for privacy while they heal and process what the family has gone through.
She boarded a plane to New York. She never arrived. What followed was a chain of events stranger than fiction. Cryptic messages, a grieving family, a haunting doppelgänger, and an eventual reappearance that raised more questions than it answered. Some believe she's free now, living a new life. Others think she's still in danger. As of today, Hannah Kobayashi is no longer officially listed as a missing person, but for those who knew her, who searched, grieved, and waited, closure remains just out of reach. If Hannah ever tells her story, it may be one of the strangest disappearances of the decade. If you or someone you know has experienced a situation like this, disappearance, coercion, or psychological manipulation, resources are available. Sometimes the answers we're looking for don't come from police reports, but from people brave enough to speak out. We hope Hannah finds peace, and one day, the truth.